Welcome back to another Los Angeles Kings franchise rebuild. We are in season 2025 now, and this is the first year, actually I'd say second year, that I legitimately think we may be the best team in the NHL. Let's take a look at the roster quickly before we get into the simulation. I'm expecting a big year here. 60 wins. Something's gonna go crazy here because this roster, we're not gonna be able to keep it together for a long time. I mean, look at the overalls. On the fourth line, we have Gabe Vilardi, who is an 85 overall. But first line, we got Jake McBain, franchise potential playmaker, playing with Quinton Byfield, who's actually jumped up to a 91 overall. And then Matt Tyve Mishkov, our best player. He just lights it up so far this year. He has 5 points in 3 games, a goal per game, 100 points last year, and then 60 goals in his rookie season. So he's become an absolute force on the squad. Second line, Matt Savoie, Marat, and Arthur Kaliev. Kaliev's actually been surprisingly good. Last year he kind of trailed off at the end of the year, but 30 goals in basically 3 straight years, so pretty impressed by him. He's still young too, only 24 years old, only going to get better, thankfully. 88 overall. Marat, we traded for last episode, and Matt Savoie, who is a high elite assist man here. 91 passing, really good at just dishing that puck off to Kaliev. The third line, we got Adrian Kempe, Alex Turcotte, who might be one of the guys that we get rid of, but I do like his defensive stats, so it might be good enough to keep him around. Just the contracts are going to get tough. And then Rasmus Kupari playing on that right side. Fourth line, we got Andrew Kopp, Gabe Vilardi, and Victor Arvidsson. Defensively, we're rocking Simo Nemec, Brant Clark, John Klingberg, Brett Pesce, Helgi Granz, and Mikey Anderson. Like, the team is filthy. I mean, there's no way. I just want to actually check out our power play here to make sure that, okay, Mishkov's still playing there. Marat, yep. Okay, all that makes sense. I don't even know if I want Nemec on it. His offensive stats are not too impressive, if I'm going to say so myself. But we'll keep him on there just because he's got good potential. Penalty kill, okay, Marat. Make sure Turcotte's on there. Turcotte, yep. Okay, but that is our roster. I mean, we're stacked. It is what it is. There's no way that we can get better than we are right now. I mean, we can, of course, make some trades, but the big thing is next year, Matt Savoie wants a contract. Simo Nemec wants a contract. Who else? So Andrew Kopp, we're going to get rid of him, so it's not really that big of a deal. Kempe, probably going to get rid of. And Victor Arvidsson, we may bring back. We'll see if we can get something better in free agency. But these two contracts going to be big ones. So Savoie, let's take a look at a trade for asset. That's going to mess me up now. So we're going to keep Savoie for now. The good thing is they're both RFAs, so we could sign them to those. Not that big of a deal. But it looks like Nemec does not want a contract extension, which is not ideal. But, oh yeah, we can't even afford him. We can't even afford him. Look at that. We only have $6 million. So we're going to have to make some moves here. Mishkov got a monster extension. Brant Clark's big. Kaliev's big. John Klingberg might be the one that we have to get rid of if we want to maintain Nemec. So that's kind of where my head's at there. Quinton Byfield's on also a very big contract. He plays well, but I don't know. I mean, for the amount he's getting paid, this season's really going to decide. Like, there's going to be some big changes being made to this team. So, Bjorkstrand, 3.75, kind of expensive for him. Kupari, great deal. Gabe Vilardi, definitely going to probably move on from him after this year. I mean, 4.4, not going to be able to afford that. Mikey Anderson's, again, one of the guys I might have to move on from. Marat's on a really good contract for the next couple of years, so very happy with that signing. But after this year, there's going to be some major changes coming to the Los Angeles Kings. So while we're all together, I mean, we gotta dominate here. We gotta win a Stanley Cup. If anything but a Stanley Cup this year would be a complete and utter failure. So let's get to the Seattle versus Los Angeles Kings game. We always gotta slow simulate the first game. First period, up 1-0, and there he is, Quinton Byfield, trying to stay on the star-studded LA Kings, out-shooting the Seattle Kraken 15-9 after the first period. Second period, we scored 2 more. John Klingberg, another guy we mentioned trading, and Rasmus Kupari. We were up 3-0, but they get goals from Ryan Suzuki and Matty Burners. So we're up 3-2 headed into the third period. 1-goal lead. We are in Seattle, so let's see if we can hold on and get a road win. Extend ourselves. Come on, a huge power play. So long. Unable to capitalize there. But we're 3-0 right now. Kill off a penalty. Come on, boys. 5 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Can we hold on? A power play to end the game. And Jake McBain ices the game as we take this one 4-2 over the Seattle Kraken. And Kane Primo has a pretty good game. Jake McBain, 2 points for us. You know, slow simulate another one. I didn't see Matvei Mishkov score there. It's kind of a rare occasion when it happens. But now we got the Dallas Stars. We're 4-0. They are 0-3. They are on home ice. I mean, please don't lose to a team that hasn't won yet. That's all I got to say. First period, we got a goal from Andrew Kopp. They go in from Mikulski. Second period, and we're down, but Quinn Byfield gets another one. They get one from Bork and Nate Schmidt. Oh my God. 3-2 in favor of the Dallas Stars. Come on, LA. There it is. Arthur Kaliev gets a power play marker past Ullmark. We had another power play, couldn't capitalize there, but a 3-3 game. Last 10 minutes. Can we keep our undefeated streak on the line? Able to kill a huge penalty in the third period with 7 minutes left. This one may need overtime, 40 seconds. And this one's going to overtime. Next goal wins. Come on. Come on. Don't do this to me. All right, shootout. And we lose in shootout. So the winless Dallas Stars get the better of the undefeated LA Kings. But let's continue our simulation here. And I'll catch you guys. We'll go mid-season. We're going to simulate the whole season here, but I'll see you guys in mid-season. 43 games in, and we have a respectable record, 25, 12, and 6. Good for second place in our division, but let's take a look at our team stats here. I mean, I expect us to be very good this year. I expect us to score a lot of goals. I feel like that's going to be our strong suit, and there it is, 3.81 goals, 4 per game. Second in our division behind the Calgary Flames, who honestly, 22-13. This is a very strong division this year. Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, LA, and Vegas are all really good. The Kraken are not. 8-28-4. That is probably one of the worst simulations I've seen ever. 8 wins through 40 games with a real team. Obviously, I've seen some pretty bad ones with Team Japan and things like that. But goals against per game, 2.95. Also very good. I was expecting that to be a little bit higher, but our defense is fantastic. Power play percentage, 23. Second to the Edmonton Oilers, which makes sense. Shorthanded percentage. There you go, 83. We've been struggling with our shorthanded penalty kill percentage. So I'm happy with that, you know. Away, we haven't been good. Home ice, we've been fantastic. And then 7-3 in the last 10 games. The entire league right now. The LA Kings, we slot in at 4th best. The Florida Panthers leading the way at 32-10-0. But goals for per game, we're top 3. Goals against per game, we are top 3. So, I mean, we got a pretty good roster here. Let's take a look at the player stats. So, Jake McBain leading the way, 53 points. Matvei Mishkov right behind with 49. And Murat right there. Look at that, 24 goals, 28 goals, 23 goals. These are the big 3, and then Kaliev right down there with 18 goals. No one else really scores on the team, but all above a point per game. Murat's playing really well on that second line. Quinn Byfield, 45 points. Savoie, there you go, an assist a game basically on only 5 goals, 43 points. Look at the plus minus that first line. Incredible. Arthur Kaliev, 33 points. Turcotte playing on that third line, so it makes sense, but he's really good defensively. If we can get him on a better contract, that would be just perfect, but I don't know if we can get that. Brian Clark, John Klingberg, Erasmus Kapari, Nemec, and who's just not doing anything. Victor Arvidsson, a -8. But, I mean, pretty good overall. Let's take a look at the entire NHL and see who is leading the league in scoring. I imagine Connor McDavid. It is. So, Connor McDavid, 63 points. Kucherov, Rantanen, Barkov, and then Jake McBain. There he is, top 10, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Top 9. So Jake McBain, I mean, he's playing really well. Plus 26. Second best in the league. Right after Matvei Mishkov, Quinn Byfield. So that first line is absolutely terrorizing the league, which I love to see. but not too bad, not too bad. Let's simulate the rest of the year and see where we end up. We should make the playoffs. Let's see if any of our guys can get to 50 goals. I mean, I think Matvei Michkov will get there, and hopefully, let's get McBain to 100 points. Let's get McBain to 100 points. You know what? Let's simulate this game before we continue that simulation. The LA Kings versus the Arizona Coyotes. We haven't had a home game in simulations yet, but that's okay. First period, down 2-1. Marat gets another goal to get one goal from Gunter and Soderstrom. Second period, McBain and Michkov, that top line, comes to life and scores 2 for us. We're getting outshot pretty heavily here, but we add another one, make that another 2 as Quinn and Byfield and John Klingberg get on the score sheet. Gabe Velarde just joining in on the club. 6 goals on 24 shots. A penalty late in the period. Able to kill that off too to help our stats. And the goaltending it's been good here. It's been good. But we take that one 6-2. Let's go take a look at the 3 stars. Dostal, Byfield, McBain. Big games for everyone. But I'll see you guys at the end of the season, and we'll pick up and check out all the stats and see if anyone cracks that 100-point mark. Entering the trade deadline to see who's here. And the trade... What? Apparently, Savoie, John Klingberg, and Simon Nemec are all on the trade block. Definitely not. If anyone's going to be getting traded, it definitely will be John Klingberg, though. At the draft, though. I would not be making that trade right now. Savoie, too. Definitely not a guy I'm looking to trade away. Look at this. Yurov. He's going to want a big contract, though. I'm not going to be making that trade. Brett Pesce, 4 of the top 5 are LA Kings, and I'm not looking to move any of these players. Brett Pesce, I mean, he is on a pretty big deal, but definitely going to be keeping him around. Josh Anderson, Tom Wilson, Jarrett McCann, Patty Kane from the Pittsburgh Penguins, 87 overall. Sebastian Casa, I believe he's a goaltender. Oh, no, he's a defenseman. My apologies. 6'6", 230. I mean, he's kind of interesting to me. I'm not going to be making any trades, but I just kind of want to see who was going to be the top players. And it looks like the LA Kings have a bunch of them. Players traded so far: Robin Lehner, Nino Niederreiter, Alexander Radulov, who is now, where's his age? Where is the age? Does not show. Okay, Justin Hall. So not too many trades so far. That's crazy. It's crazy. I was not expecting, in the top 10, 5 of our guys to be there. But we can see the stats. So just a little quick update on Savoie. 67 points. Klingberg has 37. Simon Nemec, 29. Honestly, I think that's his best season. 25 minutes in game. Who do we got next? Yurov, 32 points. Pesce, 17 points. Josh Anderson's 46. Tom Wilson, 37. McCann, Patty Kane, 61 points for Patty Kane. And then Koska. He is a goaltender. See, I'm not crazy. It said, return. I was reading top 4 defenseman. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely a pretty good goaltender, though. He's on his contract extension year. I'm not going to make a trade for him, but just kind of looking. Goaltenders. So we have Dostal and Caden Primo. Honestly, I wouldn't even mind having him on the squad, but they wanted top 4 defensemen. This would be a perfect time to get rid of John Klingberg or even Pesce, something like that, but I'm not willing to make that move. But what if I give you a draft pick? Like, third? I mean, it's not going to go through, but that's all you're going to get from me. But that's the trade deadline. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I am not making any trades to this team. Here we are at the last game of the NHL regular season. We got the Los Angeles Kings we're in Winnipeg, in Canada. So for a 50-win season, if we win, we finish with 50 wins for the first time. Can we do it? First period, 2-1. McBain and Michkov score for us. They get 1 goal for Mark Scheifele. Second period, there it is. Savoie, John Klingberg, and McBain again. McBain has become a really good goal scorer. He's listed as a playmaker, but I'm not too sure if he is one. He is scoring at a very rapid pace. Maybe him and Michkov, there he is, speaking of the double, just lighting up. Both have 2 goals tonight as we are up 6-2. Hopefully 7. They can't get to 7 quite yet, but we will finish the year with a 50-point season, and Nemec adds another goal to make it 7-2. 2 as we light up a good Winnipeg Jets team. The 3 stars. Mishkov goes out with 4 points. Brandt Clark goes out with 4 points. And Matt Savoie adds 3 points to his totals. So what's going to be the season here? So we finish top of our division, I believe. Let's see. We do finish top of our division. We edge out the Golden Knights. And in the first round of the NHL playoffs, we have the Nashville Predators. Okay. So let's take a look at our stats here. It looks like Mishkov did get to the 100-point mark. We'll check that out in 1 second, though. So we lead the league, or we lead our division. See the entire league here. Do not quite win the President's Trophy. 1 win away. If one of these overtime losses were a win, we would have got it. But scoring 3.94, second best in the NHL. Goals against average 3.06. Went up a little bit, but still pretty decent. Power play percentage 19. Oh, sorry. I was looking at the wrong team. 19. Look at the power play percentage of Carolina and Tampa, though. Crazy. Penalty kill 82. Pretty good. Home, fantastic. Away, pretty good. Last 10. 8-1-1. So, I mean, the second best team in the NHL this year. Let's look at the points. So, Matvei Mishkov finishes with 101 points, 58 goals. McBain slowed down in the goal scoring, but picked it up in the assist column as he gets 60 assists. I mean, he, in his second ever season, 98 points plus 46, up to a 93 overall. I mean, we definitely found a gem here. He is 19 years old. McBain is 19. Matvei Mishkov is 21. Holy. And then Murat has a great year himself, having 87 points in 82 games. Good for 41 goals. Quinn Byfield above a point per game as well. 82 points. Matt Savoie, 79 in 82. Kalev, 60 in 82. Brandt Clark, 55. Klingberg, 50. Turcotte, I mean, probably not worth the amount we're paying him for the role he's going to be playing. But it's hard not to keep him around with his defensive stats. I mean, 5 stars, 95 stick checking, 90 defensive awareness, 89 shot blocking, 83 faceoffs. I mean, he's a really good penalty killer, but maybe some other time we're going to have to move on from him. Simon Nemec, I think that must be his best season. Oh, yeah, his best season by a landslide. 16 points, 23 this year. 41, good for 19 goals. Velarde, Kapari, Andrew Kopp, Kempe, Victor Arvidsson, Brent Pesce, and Mikey Andersons. I mean, a great year from us. Mishkov was a plus 54, only 13 power play points. So our power play really wasn't that deadly for as good as a team we are. Let's look at the entire NHL, see if Connor McDavid reigned supreme here. And there it is. Am I looking? Okay, I'm looking at the right stuff. There's no way. There's no way I'm looking at the entire league. Wow. No. Oh, I'm looking at plus minus. I was going to say, I'm like, there's no way LA's there, the top 3, and then Brandt Clark. Okay, that makes sense. Let's look at points. Yeah, Kucherov leads the way, 114, Rantanen, Connor McDavid, Barkov, Point, Stamkos, and then there's Mishkov and McBain. But it looks like Mishkov has won the Rocket Richard Trophy, so good for him. Love to see that. McBain's there. I mean, great year. Just a great year overall. That's all you got to say. Great year overall. And now we focus to our opponents in round numero uno. We got the Nashville Predators. Don't believe we've ever played them. Let's go take a look at the roster quickly here. The Nashville Predators. So Tolvanen, Carter, Verigi. He actually had a really good year. I saw him in the top up there. 98 points. A breakout year for him. That's crazy. 87 overall, playing with Luke Kunin, who probably had a great year himself as well. 79 points. So that first line just clicks. And then Tyler Bertuzzi, Sam Bennett, and Tomasino, Fennig, Igor, JT Miller, and Connor Geeky. That's a really good third line. And then Jan Knott, Colton Sissons, and Cody Glass. Defensively, Valimaki, Dante Fabro, Alexander Carrier, Roman Yossi. He's really digressed here. Bryson and Lindstrom. And in the nets, they have Askarov, Yaroslav Askarov. What a name. And then Lauren Brosset as the backup. But I mean, if you're comparing teams, this should be a 4-0 sweep. But that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, round number 1, the Nashville Predators versus your Los Angeles Kings. I'll see you there. Be squared. Have a great day. Peace.